crocodile. And this is a beautiful river. It's actually designated as a wild stream. It is a Florida aquatic preserve.
You know, I think we're going to have great star viewing tonight. It looks like a good night for the stars.
This is so unlike most Florida campgrounds. $10 a night for peace and quiet. And Bo, he loves the grass. Likes to roll around in it.
The campground is at the end of the Florida Everglades, and this is Florida Bay. Some of the sights here at Boyd are absolutely spectacular. Like this camper van. Does this view get any better than this? This is our campsite at Boyd's. It's a little tight, but it's home.
Home indeed. That's not a bad site, is it?
It looks like this site has a lot of room because this site is empty.
There's not a lot of room there.
Boyd's has a great pavilion area. They have yoga classes here and wine tastings, talent shows. It's just a great gathering place.
Boyd's campground has been around since the 50s. It's extremely popular, despite the fact that the spots are very narrow. That's the way they were in the 50s. And the people who stay here come year after year. Now, you can get a spot for a week or two, but you got to call way in advance to get them, and the staff will work with you and maybe get you in one site for a couple of nights and then move to another. But to get here for a season, like most of the folks here on this stretch are, you have to book a year in advance. These folks, they're here for 4 months at a time, and many of them have been coming here for year after year. But as nice as Boyd's may be, this is where we have a lot of exploring to do. Key West, the southernmost town in the United States. Downtown Key West is about 5 miles down US 1 from the campground to the very end of the road.
There's not a lot of room to park an RV downtown, so we rented a golf cart to head downtown for some sightseeing. Those who say there aren't any boondocking spaces in Florida, they don't know about the Ocala National Forest. There are acres and acres of wide open spaces for dispersed camping. Come, check it out for yourself. The Ocala National Forest covers almost 700 square miles in the center of the Florida Peninsula. It has 600 lakes, rivers, and springs amidst the primarily sand pine and scrub forest.
It has 14 developed campgrounds. Only one, though, has hookups. But for boondockers, most of the more than 400,000 acres are available for dispersed camping. A network of sandy forest trails makes it easy to find a wilderness campsite far off the beaten path. So we're on our way to another spot called Lake Eaton Campground, and it's down a sandy, bumpy road. We haven't seen a lot of traffic, but it's pretty wild country out here, isn't it?
It sure is.
And there's a gate here, and the gate
closes at 8.
Closes at 8 o'clock, so you might be camping if you stay here too late and you're just thinking you're in for the day. So this is a self-service forest area. It's $10 per night.
This looks really nice.
Yeah.
You've arrived.
We certainly have. Beautiful trees covered in Spanish moss. pine trees. Here in the Ocala National Forest, there are several developed campgrounds, and when I say that, I say that lightly because there is no electricity, there's no running water, but they have developed some sites in the sense that they have marked them off, and they've equipped them with a picnic table and even a grill, a charcoal grill. Quiet, pretty. This is so unlike most Florida campgrounds. $10 a night for peace and quiet in the Ocala National Forest.
There isn't any running water here. There are vault toilets, so if you want a shower, you have to have like what we have, bring your shower with you, or the closest shower is 20 miles away.
Again, remember that you are in bear country here, as you are throughout most of Florida. So either keep your garbage and your food inside your RV, or if you want to get rid of it, make sure you use one of these bear-proof disposal bins. You know, this is my idea of camping.
This is absolutely lovely.
I mean, all those big campgrounds, those resorts, you know, those are nice. They really are. But the reason we like, you know, the RV lifestyle is because we can get away from it.
Welcome to Eaton Lake.
So there are lots of trails and places to hike, but Jonathan Dickinson really has some great off-road mountain bike trails. It's pretty neat, huh?
This is a beautiful place. Lots of opportunities to do different things.
Yeah.
If you're fit and active, you want something to do, it's a good place to come.
Yeah, there are a paved bike trail that you can take for those of you who want to go easy, and a pretty cool mountain bike trail that brings people from all across Florida to try out here. Lots of critters live out there. We have Bo with us, and with Bo with us, it's constant battle because he hears them slithering around out there, and he wants to run out and see what's out there. Ready to do some serious mountain climbing here in Florida on Mount Hobie.
We are going to climb the highest spot in southern Florida.
Mount Hobie here towers a whopping 86 feet above sea level. Are you up for this?
I'm up for it.
All right, Bo, how about you? Are you ready?
Oh, you ready to go?
Let's go. The river campground at Jonathan Dickinson is right along the Loxahatchee River, and this is a beautiful river. It's actually designated as a wild stream. It is a Florida aquatic preserve, and you can fish, you can kayak, you can canoe. Here is our camping spot at Flamingo. It's in pretty much a wide open area. There are some trees around, but largely you're going to get a lot of sun, and it can get pretty warm out here. However, because we're right at the end of the Everglades on Florida Bay, there's usually a pretty good breeze. And in fact, tonight it was 85 in the daytime, and they say the temperature is going to get down into the low 50s. So hence I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Very quiet, and it's all grass. We're on a concrete slab. It's very flat, and Bo, he loves the grass. He likes to roll around in it. There are modern bathhouses, but although they have running water, they do not have hot running water. There are some solar heaters, you know, that kind of warm the water, but if it's a cloudy day, it might be a bit chilly. And there is also over here a dump, so before you leave, you can empty that black tank.
You do have access to clean water. You've got to hook up a hose, turn on the water, you're set.
So one thing you should do at Flamingo is take the backcountry boat tour. We really enjoyed it. You go up and down this canal, you get to see all the critters, some crocodiles and the
different
birds.
birds.
But I was struck by how peaceful it is.
Very peaceful and pretty.
This is mostly salt. It's about 80% salt. And thus the big predators out here are these guys. This is not an alligator. This is a crocodile.
The campground is at the end of the Florida Everglades, and this is Florida Bay. You know, I think we're going to have great star viewing tonight. It looks like a good night for the stars.
It's nice and cozy.
It does.
This is a great park, by the way. Lots of things to do. Beach and lakes and fishing and hiking, lots of trails.
Bugs and hot weather aside, the trees are beautiful, and the campground is very quiet and relaxing. Each site has a fire ring, picnic table, electricity, and sewer hookups. But with so much humidity and the bugs in the campground, we decided to head to the beach. It's a bit too far for a hike, so we unplugged and drove the RV over.
They've got lots of spots right here. And the beach access is right here. Jen and the dog are on the boardwalk right now.
This is actually so nice that you get to take your dog here. Oh, pretty. You're a lucky dog. There are a number of access points to get to the ocean, and a lot of them have these beautiful boardwalks. Very easy, very convenient to get to the water. This is such a beautiful place to come, and you can bring your dogs. I saw people riding their bikes on the beach. This is just lovely. Very, very nice as far as you can see.
Hanna Park is not a county park. It's not a state park. It is a city park owned by the city of Jacksonville. And besides those great campsites that we showed you, it has 1.5 miles of undeveloped beach that you can use. Just a beautiful, beautiful beach with sand dunes and sea oats and fresh air and a cooling breeze off the Atlantic. It is one of the nicest parks we visited anywhere. Hey, we're Mike and Jennifer Wendland. We hope you did enjoy this video and that you did subscribe. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button right now. Thank you so much for watching.
Happy trails.